Hey,
Hey,
can you hear me?
yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. All right.
Good.
We only have one person on here right now, but I guess we can go on and I guess I don't know, you want to
Wait a
start
bit.
now or you just want to wait?
We can wait a bit.
All right. Um, hey guys. Yo. Um, so we have two. I guess we can go on and start and then
There's a
I'll
third
just
one.
edit it. Huh?
There's a third one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. All right, guys. I wanted to get on here real quick and let one of my partners who helped me with all of this introduce herself and explain to you what her goals are and what she's trying to do, because we've had a lot of questions and not everybody knows who she is. She is going to remain anonymous for a while, but she will talk to you guys if you have any questions. So I'm going to turn it over to Jay and let her tell you about what's going on.
Yeah, and full disclosure, this is my fake profile. I know it says Alvin, but it's just to protect me. But yeah, my name's Jay. Paula knows my real name, and we FaceTime before, so I'm real. I'm legit. So basically, how this started, I had a close personal friend of mine get posted on our local group, and it actually happened several times. I think at least 3 or 4 times. And one of the last posts, they made some allegations that were false, and um, somehow it got to talking about where he worked, specifically where he worked. So then these women were then able to reach out to his employer. Um, and I don't know how many times they contacted where he worked, but he ended up getting in trouble and suspended. Ultimately, he has a new job now. So, I mean, it's great in that sense, but just the months of him having to deal with this wasn't great. So,
So you're saying that your friend was posted in Are We Dating the Same Guy?
yep.
You saw the lies and everything told on him, and because of the post, women were attacking him and posting his job, and he lost his job?
Yeah, basically, that's kind of what ended up happening.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then, see, I was in the local group as well, and I reported the post multiple times because I'm like, this is doxing. Like, these women are putting the actual place of where he
Mm-hmm.
works. So then after reporting the post a couple of times, I was banned from my local group. So
Yeah.
um,
Okay. All right. So I know you've been working with me since around Thanksgiving time.
yeah, right around then.
And how did you hear about me?
It's funny. My close, like my friend said, hey, have you heard of Paula? She does these podcasts, and she has this platform where men are able to come on and share their stories.
Mm-hmm.
So I had looked you up. I think on Reddit first, but I think I reached out to you on YouTube, but then ended up connecting with you on Reddit. So that's how
All right.
we've been able to, start working together.
All right. Well, I'm glad you did because me and you work together really well.
Yeah.
So I know that when we first met and we started talking, you were in the process of writing articles and sending them out. Can you tell us a little bit about your articles that you wrote and what type of places you were sending them to and what the reason was for it?
Yeah. So initially, I wanted to spread awareness about the toxic nature of these groups. So I started, I think I ended up writing I think it was like 5 or 6 articles just about how, I know I wrote one on herd mentality. I know I wrote one on pretty much how people are overusing the term red flags. And a couple other ones. I think some sharing personal stories.
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up sending these to different news stations and emailing them, following up about a week after, and I didn't hear anything back from anyone.
Yeah.
So that was kind of disappointing. So, yeah.
We get that a lot, but it's not going to stop us. So
Right.
I know that you recently made a website. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so I made a website to give people an opportunity to share their story anonymously if they wanted. The website is AWDTSG.com.
Mm-hmm.
I there's a homepage where it has like different places you should follow. So I know your YouTube is up there. I'll probably add your TikTok as well, if that's cool with you.
Mm-hmm.
And
I told you
then,
anything.
all right, cool. And then the Reddit is up there for Are We Dating the Same Guy is Toxic? If people want to go follow that. And
Mm-hmm.
just a few other places to follow us. But it has stories up there. It has it has a couple of news articles now that are focusing on Are We Dating the Same Guy? There's
What are
all
the articles about?
on there on the website.
Yeah.
I know there's one about
Is it the suicide in UK? The suicide attempt in UK?
that was one of them. Yeah, and then there was. I'm actually pulling it up now. So there's 4 articles, and I'll just read the headings. So one of the first ones I have up here is the Virginia wife arrested for killing her husband. Appeared on Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook page. First alert. So the next one is First Alert 4 investigates a follow up on Are We Dating the Same Guy? STL.
Okay, that was when I was on the news here.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't know you had that one on there.
Yeah. There's
Yeah. That was like a year ago when I made the news here.
Yeah, that's a good article. What else here? Are We Dating the Same Guy? Inside the Facebook group that names and shames their dates. That was the one I believe that talked about men who were on like the verge of taking their own life because of this, because of what was said online.
Right.
And then the last one that I just added, I think 2 days ago, was Inside the Secret Facebook Communities set up to unmask dangerous men. And I believe that one was in Manchester.
Okay. All right. So is there anything else you want to tell us about your website or what you plan on doing with it?
The ultimate goal is to just, spread awareness, drive traffic here, because eventually there's going to be an expose tab that will allow men to come and see if they're posted on these exposed pages.
Okay.
So, it's not direct access to the groups, but it is a way for them to at least check to see what's said about them, if they have been posted, and if the person, whoever runs the group, is keeping it updated. So, that's a tool that they can use. But
so
ultimately,
real quick, basically, for those that don't know what the exposed group is that you're talking about, with the group Are We Dating the Same Guy, it's strictly women. No men are allowed. We do have a lot of insiders, even mods that work for us on our side. And what they'll be doing is getting some of those posts that are in this top secret group for these women, and we will be sending these posts and posting them on these exposed pages. And the men are allowed to go into these exposed pages and just basically go through and see if they've been posted and what's been said about them. So I just wanted to break that down because I have had people ask me before, what's an exposed page?
Yeah. And it's going to be a link, and most of the exposed pages are public. Mm-hmm. So I don't think they'll have to join, but that'll just be an extra way to see what's being said, online about them.
Yeah, and we are actually working on one here in St. Louis. So like I said, we have people working for us, and I have somebody that asked me if I'd be okay with them doing it. And I said, sure, because I feel like the men need to know if they've been posted. I won't be running it. Jay won't be running it. but we are working with the people that do run these groups.
Right.
And it's just your way to see, you know, if you've been posted or not. So, and what else were you going to say before I cut you off? I'm sorry. You know, I forget a lot if I don't speak on
it. You're good. I think I said it. It was just about the links to the pages, not necessarily like the pages on the web. The pages will not be on the website. They'll have to click on the link
to take
them
to the page.
Exactly. Yes.
All right. And then you already talked about what your goal is, basically to expose and bring more traffic and
to spread. Just, I don't think enough people know about it because there are men, understandably so, who don't want to come forward and share their story because maybe there's a possibility for more backlash on top of what they've already dealt with. But I think with the website, if it gains, you know, a lot more traction, then you could even point people who work in the news to this website so that they could even see. But yeah, ultimately just to spread awareness about how dangerous this can get.
Okay. All right. And then is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
I mean, that was pretty much it. I just, you know, I would, it was nice speaking to the gentleman yesterday. You know, his was great.
Yeah.
And I know that it takes a lot of courage to do that. I would just hope that more people do come forward so people don't think it's like, oh, well, you know, there's only been 10 guys or whatever who've come to share their story. How is it really impacting these men?
Right.
So, you know, just encouraging men to know that, you know, you have somebody on your side who wants to help if it is in fact false.
And I will say, like, whenever I started doing this, I did have some people come to me and tell me it wasn't my place as a woman. But now I have so many men that come to me for advice or help. And I try my best, and I'm sure you'll be in the same position. And we do what we can for these people. But I just want people to know that as a woman, me doing this, I'm just trying to help you guys as much as I possibly can, the same as Jay. And we're not asking for anything in return. We just want to be your voice, but we don't want to be judged because we're women, which we have been in the past.
Right.
So I just wanted to speak on that real quick because Jay really, she's anonymous. She stays anonymous. But for me, people have seen the harassment I've got, how I've been doxxed and everything like that. Like, I'm putting a lot at risk trying to help people, and then hearing people come forward and say that women shouldn't be taking this stand for men. It's kind of upsetting, but I've been hearing it, you know, within the last few months. But we do have a lot of support, and I just want to say thank you to the ones that do support us.
Yeah.
We are trying our best. So, and if anybody ever has like any advice, suggestions, anything, don't hesitate to reach out. And I will give you a chance if you want to give them your social medias.
Yeah. So the Facebook group, I'm sort of active on it. It's Are We Dating the Same Guy? The Negative Impact. On TikTok, I believe it's just Voiceless Victims. Instagram, it's the Voiceless Vic. Twitter or X, that's Voiceless Victims as well.
And what's your email address in case they want to reach out to you?
It's Voiceless Victims of AWDTSG.com.
Okay.
And
all right,
they can reach out if for whatever reason they don't write it down or can't remember it. If they go to the website and scroll down, there's a share your story. I think it says email me or something like that. They can just hit that and go straight to my box.
All right. And what's your website called again?
It's AWDTSG.com.
Okay. And also, before we get off of here, Jay and I do have a lot planned that we haven't talked about to other people. So we want you to stay tuned. We're in the works of trying different things. And we're not going to give up. We're going to keep trying to do this as much as we can. So if anybody ever wants to talk, get on a podcast with us, tell your story. If you want to remain anonymous, you can. If you just want to send us your story and we read it, that way nobody knows who you are by your voice, we can do that as well. This also goes for women who have been affected by the groups.
Right.
And you see Alvin Johnson, not Johnson, Johansson. Sorry.
Came up with that shit. I don't know.
Anyway, that's Jay. So if you guys want to reach her on Facebook, you can. She accepts email, or not emails, but messages there.
Yep.
And you know that you're always welcome to message me. And just so you guys know, we do get a lot of messages, so it is kind of hard to keep track of everything and respond to everybody. And sometimes the messages go to spam and we don't see them for a while. So I don't want you guys to give up. Just know we are trying. Just bear with us, and we're going to do the best that we can.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah. So is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
I think that was it. I think that was it. I'm looking at the comments. It says sequel. I guess
Yes.
from yesterday.
Yes.
Right?
He sent me something earlier and we were talking, and definitely want you back on, David. Just message me or email me real quick and let me know when you're available and we can set it up. And I know your time is way different from us because you're in UK or wherever you are. Sorry. But we definitely
10 hours difference?
Huh?
It's like a 10-hour difference or something?
No, I think it was like 10 p.m. his time when it was 4 here. So
okay.
maybe, yeah. But yeah, and then Mario just said something. Mario wants another part 2. Not another one, but he wants a part 2. Mario, you know you're always welcome on here. And yeah. So whenever you guys are ready, I will just let me know. Just message me if you want to get on here and talk for any reason, even if it's just giving your advice or your opinions on the group. As long as everybody stays respectful, then we can do it. Another thing that we can do that I thought of today because of a situation that happened is, if you're a man and you come forward and you want to tell your story, I'm all good for that. But if a woman contacts me trying to discredit your story in any kind of way, I am more than welcome to have both of you on here at the same time, so you can just air everything out, get to the bottom of it, so that way there's no he said this, back and forth. Everybody can hear it for what it is. You both can defend yourself. I'm definitely down for that. I did give somebody the option to do that today, but she refused, and it's her own personal opinion. It's whatever, but I just want to let people know that if you do have a problem with somebody and they're more than willing to get on here with you and explain why they posted you, why they felt the way they did, we can do that as well. I just want to make sure that you guys get to the bottom of it and you get your chance to defend yourself. And I just want everybody to feel better and safer about the whole situation.
Yeah.
So, are you okay with that, Jay?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. So, women, if you want to contact me and say you want a man on here, that you want to, like I said, as long as everybody is respectful, because if you get on here and you start with the bullshit, I'm Xing you out
Click
right away. Just saying that. But we're going to go on and end this. You have all her contact information. You guys have always had mine. Don't hesitate to reach out to either one of the emails or whatever.
Yep.
And like I said, I have been working with Jay for a while. I do trust her a lot. There's very, very few people that I do trust, especially helping with this. But she's passionate about it like I am, and maybe she'll reveal herself at some point. But we all know how the members of Are We Dating the Same Guy are and how they harass people.
Yep.
So I honestly told her that it's probably best to remain anonymous for a while. But I just want you to know that we are on your side and we'll do whatever we can to help you.
Exactly. Sorry, I got distracted by his comment. It said this will be the new era of catfish.
Oh my God. Hey, if you guys have any other ideas and whatever suggestions, just don't hesitate, because I want to bring as much awareness to these groups as I can. And I do want to make sure that everybody stays safe. And Yeah, we can see what happens. Oh, and also, we know that there's a good chance that Are We Dating the Same Guy may not be shut down completely, but our hope is to stop the childish behaviors. And if it went back to the original purpose to where it actually did defend, not defend, but if it was
For safety.
a place where women can post dangerous men to warn people, but with proof, then I believe that it would be better. But that's my opinion. What do you think, Jay?
I mean, I think so too. If that's all it was, but as we've both seen, um, it's not just that. It's defamation. It's doxing, slander. I mean, it's completely being taken advantage of,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that it's almost as if the admins and the mods are in it to keep it toxic, because I mean, what gains more views and interaction than pure drama or entertainment?
Right.
So, but yeah,
Yeah.
if it was all for women's safety, if that was if I get that that was the original purpose, if that's where it stayed, great. It's a good tool.
But
Sure.
I also believe there should be one for men too, because there are some crazy women out here. So if they have any problems with a woman stalking them, abusing them, whatever, I feel like it should be the same for men to have a place for women to be posted, but with proof. So,
Yeah, I agree. I agree, because
yeah.
you know both genders can do some fucked up vindictive shit. So I get it. Um, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go on and end this live, and then I will post it on the YouTube. And yeah, we'll talk later. Okay,
All
Jay?
right. All right. Sounds
All
good.
right. And
Talk
thanks
to you.
everybody for watching. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Yep. Thank you.
Bye.